Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be searching out areas where you can get pigs and sheep, and we're going to be actually traveling to Valentine. So in that area what you need to do is fast travel in from another area so you don't have to run into a lot of people. There still might be some people there, but you'll have way less people. And what we're going to do is we're going to visit 3 different locations. And what also too will help out is if you own a second horse, or if you want to go ahead and steal a second horse before you start this, because you can actually throw the second animal and stuff that we'll be doing on there, whether it be a sheep or a pig. And then also too, you can actually lasso another animal if you don't want to steal another horse. And make sure that the animal that you're going to lasso, you don't skin it until you get to the butcher, because you can't lasso a animal that has been skinned. So anyway, just get all that stuff out of the way of the front end. So basically, of course you need to travel to Valentine. So we're going to go ahead and show you the first location. So the first location with pigs near Valentine is right here. I'll pull it up on the map. It's just southwest of the town. It's still Valentine, but just southwest of the downtown part. And it's right here where this way marker is, or waypoint. And right here we got 3 pig. Wait, two. Let's see. Yeah, just 2 right here. So what you need to do is go ahead and lasso them. And that's a perfect one there, 3-star. Yeah, what's great here is there's no witnesses out here behind this house. And that's a 3-star too as well. So we'll go ahead and skin one. Come on, stupid horse. Go ahead and pick him up. Come on. So the second location in Valentine that we're going to get some farm animals, which will be sheep, is just a little bit northwest of the downtown street in Valentine. It's right here where this waypoint is. It's right in this area right here. It'll be right beside a house, which is actually part of a farm. Okay, so we're here at the location with the sheep, so you need to go ahead and just jump the fence, get your lasso out, and as you're looking at the sheep, you know, kind of determine which one are 3-star or 2-star as you lasso them, so you know which ones just to cut up and stuff that you're not going to take with you, and which ones you're going to either throw on a second horse or you know, lasso and drag along with you over to the butcher. It's not a far trip at all. So and what's good too about this location is that there's no witnesses here. I've had yet to run into witnesses even during the daytime. I know sometimes in other locations you can run in and have people you know, trying to get the cops after you and stuff for animal cruelty, but I never had that happen here. There's just no one ever over in this area at all. So but yeah, you know, try to make sure they don't run out the gate or stuff like that, but usually the sheep don't run off too fast. It's the pigs that can kind of get away from you really quick, and then, you know, you're kind of out of luck because, you know, you have better chance of people seeing what you're doing and stuff. So so basically what I want to do here is I'm going to, you know, take one sheep, throw it on the back of the horse, and like I said, you know, you can either skin this one now or you could do it over when you get to the butcher. You know, it just depends. If there's people in town, you might want to do it here, just to save time when you get over there to the butcher. And then, you know, go ahead and skin one here, the one you're not going to take, and then make sure you leave one in perfect condition, so you can actually lasso it before you go. So and luckily in this area, you know, I still usually have a couple stragglers of people around, but you know, luckily there's no one even near this place at all right now. So I'll go ahead and just throw that pelt on the horse, and we'll get ready to head over to the butcher. I mean, it's a pretty quick trip, even though you're gonna be, you know, dragging along a sheep with you. So come on, I'm not sure why it's not reacting. Anyway, I'll just drag. I was going to take him and set him outside the fence with a lasso, but for some reason my guy wouldn't pick him up or anything. So just because sometimes when I come through this gate, he'll get pulled off the lasso. And usually if you don't go too fast, he won't fall off. But I mean, if you go full speed, I'm guaranteed you're going to have to go back and lasso him back on there. Or if you hit rocks or anything like that. Or you go from dirt to a lot of mud, they'll kind of fall off like that. So I know it's a lot of, you know, little strenuous little things, but it's still such a short trip. And right there you can kind of see the roads are kind of muddy and got water and stuff. So he kind of just pulled off right there. So no big deal. I'll just lasso him up and throw him back on. Like I said, luckily there's no one around, so I have extra time. And I mean, this is a time thing too. You don't want to take forever because, you know, it doesn't make sense doing what we're doing then. So and the thing with this too, you know, it's not a constant grind you want to do with this, because you kind of once you've hit these 3 areas, you want to go maybe to, you know, Tumbleweed and hunt for the cougar, or, you know, go a different area over to Lemoyne and go fishing, you know, for some of the big lake sturgeons or something like that, because it takes maybe about 20 minutes or so for these animals to respawn back into it. So you can't kind of really go out of the area and come back, but it's a good filler. It's a good thing to kind of break up the boredom of hitting one area all the time. And it's good too, especially if you're working in multiple different areas outside of the one you originally came into in the game, because, you know, those areas still won't have a lot of people. So it's something to kind of think about, that when you originally spawn into, what other areas are you going to want to hit while you're playing during that session. So, and like you said, I mean, the money adds up pretty decent, you know, $350 for the carcass and stuff like that. I mean, it adds up pretty decent. So I think, what was that, a 3-star? I think that was a 3-star, yeah. And yeah, just for the carcass alone is $350. So we already sold his other parts when we sold the other stuff. So anyway, we're getting ready to go to the next place. And the third location where we're going to get farm animals, which will be pigs again, is just north of Valentine's Main Street, back behind the barber shop and the, you know, bar and stuff like that. It'd actually be a pig pen right back behind there, and there's a couple houses around it. And as we're going to this last place too, now this is the only one probably out of all of them that if possible you can kind of try to hit at nighttime. I know it might be difficult depending on what you're doing, just because there's more possibility for witnesses here. But you know, even during the daytime, sometimes if you can just shoot off a warning shot towards people, don't do it too much, because then you can get a antagonize charge against you and they'll still go to the cops. But it's something to just kind of think about and look around. But you know, there's a good amount of pigs here too, so you can make a lot of money. And you know, it's the same thing that we did with the sheep. You know, look at the best stars on the ones you're going to want to take with you, and then you know, take those, of course, those two with you, and skin all the rest of them. So and that's one thing with the pigs, though, they start going crazy or whatever. So you know, you got to kind of watch them. They'll try to go out that fence to your well, straight ahead right there. So a lot of times they'll run into that. So usually I try to kill them all first and get it out of the way instead of killing one at a time. Especially too, because it lessens the chance that you'll get caught doing what you're doing. So that one's a 3-star, that one's a 3-star, that one's a 2-1, so we'll just slaughter him, because we don't want that carcass. It's going to be less money. And you know, even at nighttime sometimes you have chances to do whatever, get witnesses, but luckily there's nobody around here at all. So, and of course my horse is there and he decided to leave. I'll just drop this here for now, and when I get ready to load everything up, I'll pick that up. So, and this is another one that's low stars, so we'll go ahead and slaughter him as well. And come on. A lot of times, like you're trying to hunt a cougar, the horse won't get out of the way, but when you actually need him and stuff, he just kind of drags. So, and where's that pelt at? It's hard to see because of the mud. It was a black pig. There it is. Come on. There we go. All right, and we'll go ahead and load up the ones we're going to take with us, which will be the 2 here in the middle. Grab him, and then we'll get the other 3-star one there. We'll lasso him. I thought both of those were 3, but they're not. One's a 2 and one's a 3, so I'll go ahead and just take the one I've already skinned with me. So, like I said, just when you come through these gates, you kind of just got to watch it for a second. I mean, he's not really going to fall off real easy, but you know, just take your time with it and stuff. It's a short trip over there anyway. Even going as slow as we are, it's about 20 seconds. So. Yeah, just anyway, with this one, usually I would probably go ahead and just pick him up and run with him. The sheep is a lot further away, so normally what I do with this one, I just kind of got confused for a second. I'll go ahead and just load this one up and just run it by foot over to the butcher, because the pig doesn't weigh as much, so it doesn't slow the guy down as much. So I'll just run that over there. Especially too, because someone's came into town there, and I don't want to be going slow with the lasso. So I'm not sure what that guy's doing. Okay, it looked like he was right over at the butcher, so. Yeah, he is. Hopefully he's just out here doing what I'm doing, so won't give us too much trouble. That's weird. For some reason, the butcher's standing on the table. I haven't seen that before. Okay. Well, seems like the game's glitched out. Yeah, so what I ended up having to do is just steal 2 horses or whatever and just run out of the area for a second, and I mean, it just turned daytime as I ran away. for the game to kind of reset. For some reason, the stupid butcher was standing on the table, and you know, just I'm not sure. It's the first time I've ever seen it. So anyway, whatever with that. We'll go ahead and sell the pigs real quick, and we'll see how much money we end up with. So you know, $4 there for all those pieces, which is really good. 75 cents for all those, which is just animal fat and stuff anyway. 60 cents for only a 2-star pelt, $1 for a 3, and $2.40 because it's lower, it's good carcass, and then $4 for the full. So not bad really though, honestly. Just like I said, it's a quick money grab, and you're going to be doing it with the other 2 locations too. So anyway, I hope this video helped you out some, and also too, if you can do me a favor, if you can share and like this video. Also too, if you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe. Anyway guys, like always, I'll see you guys in the next video.